Mic 1, check 1, 2, 3. Mic 2, check 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sidney High School. So we get ready for the boys opener between the Sidney Yellow Jackets and the Fairborn Skyhawks. My name is Greg Snyder, along with Jackson Pettit. Jackson, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm ready to see some boys high school basketball.
Absolutely. Sounds good. All right, we're just doing a couple mic checks here, and then we'll be back in just a few minutes with the pregame show and the opening tip-off between the Yellow Jackets and the Skyhawks. Okay, welcome everybody once again. Sidney High School as we get ready for the Yellow Jackets and the Skyhawks in the opener of the boys basketball season. Of course, the girls are down at Fairborn. Hopefully we get some updates on that game. I know it's being live streamed. If anybody's at home and they want to do some split screens or anything like that, or have two screens going, I believe that live stream is going to start about 7:15. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a late start here, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, just because of bus issues and things like that. And as you look there at the Yellow Jackets warming up, there's some familiar faces that are not down there, Jackson. Of course, the Yellow Jackets going to be without Devin Taborn, without Darius Basil, without Jaden Swiger, and without Avante Martin tonight. But that gives the other guys a chance to step up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think the seniors like Ryan Sloss, Deegan Miser, Josh Webster, and Isaiah Huggins, who haven't seen a lot of varsity playing time, it gives them a chance to really step up and show what they've been working on the last 3-4 years.
Absolutely. I believe the Yellow Jackets are going to start a starting lineup with several seniors, if not all seniors in it. Let's go ahead and actually it's not marked in the book yet. So, but I believe we're probably going to see senior Deegan Meyer, senior Ryan Sloss, senior Cedric Johnson, senior Isaiah Huggins, and senior Josh Webster. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Or Camden Bordemark. That'll be the other senior. But Yellow Jackets do return some guys with some varsity experience. Obviously, several of them not playing tonight, but you look down there, and of course, your point guard and returning starter from the football team and everything, Cedric Johnson. I'm sure the Jackets will be looking to him for some leadership and a lot of different things tonight.
He really stepped up this year in football and led us to a season we haven't had in a while, and I know it didn't go as great as it could be, but he's been a great leader, and I think they could he himself can lead into a dub tonight.
Sounds great.
He's a field general, and he sees the whole court at once.
Absolutely. So looking at these teams from last year, Fairborn comes off of a tough year, a year that saw them only win one ball game. Tonight you're going to see Dwight Lewis as their returning leading scorer. 22 games, he averaged 12 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 4 assists. So we'll be looking a lot from Dwight Lewis tonight. Also, Julius Poland comes in averaging from last year 9.3 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. Of course, the Yellow Jackets, under the head coaching of John Willoughby, a longtime head coach here in this area of the state. Always nice to have a veteran head coach like Coach Willoughby being able to lead the team, especially when you're missing some guys and maybe some tough things ahead.
Willoughby's been a great coach here, and I know he put up numbers at Houston, and he can lead any team to victory, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So Yellow Jackets won the MVL Valley division last year at 15-3 in the league, 19-5 overall. A really, really strong campaign for the Yellow Jackets. Of course, when you look at their returners, like I said, a lot of those will not be playing tonight. They will be joining the Jackets shortly. But the Jackets lose their leading scorer from last year in Darren Taborn. He averaged 11 points a game. He's off playing football at Grand Valley State. And also lost their second leading scorer in Dominic Durr. But then you look, 5 of the next 6 guys are returning. Devin Taborn, of course, the big name on there, 8.5 points a game from last year, 2 rebounds. Vontae Martin, 6.7 points per game and just over 6-7 rebounds. And Jaden Swiger, 6.3 points per game and just about 3 rebounds. Camden Vordermark will be the leading returning scorer tonight on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. He averaged 5.5 points a game last year, and Cedric Johnson averaged nearly 3 points a game. So the Yellow Jackets, of course, a lot of unknowns going into any season, but especially tonight with some new faces out there and everything, you got to wonder a little bit where the scoring is going to come from, right?
I think it's going to come from ball towards the ends. We put a lot of new plays in over the break, and I just feel like we got a lot of young players who really can shoot. Like sophomore Samuel Reynolds, he's a great shooter, and he knows how to spread the floor.
Sure, and a lot of guys who are not new to varsity competition, whether it be in baseball, whether it be in football, and a lot of different sports. These guys are battle tested, and of course they're going to get a great test from Fairborn. Looking down there at Fairborn, I don't know what your first impressions are, Mr. Pettit, but they look pretty big to me.
They got some meat on their bones. I was shocked when I saw them get off the bus. They don't got a lot of height, but they're solid.
Yeah, strong kids. Of course, they come off of a football season that saw them, I know, miss a couple of games because of COVID and everything, but a pretty successful football season. Going through the roster for the Yellow Jackets, playing tonight, going to be number 1, Deegan Meyer. He's a senior. Number 2, Ryan Sloss, a senior. Number 3, Landon Davis, a junior. Number 10, Sam Reynolds, a sophomore. Number 12, Cedric Johnson, a senior. Number 21, Camden Vordermark, a senior. Number 22, Isaiah Huggins, a senior. Number 30, Mitchell Davis, a freshman. Is that right? Okay. And number 33, Josh Webster, a senior, I believe. Yep. And then for Fairborn, their roster is going to consist of number 2, Kalen Bush, number 3, Dwight Lewis. Like we said, they're returning rebounder and scorer. Number 5, Patrick Parrish. Number 11, Elijah Carter. Number 15, Brody Munger. Number 22, Darius Davis Jr. Number 23, Cole Spencer. Number 42, Marquise Coleman. Number 50, Julius Poland. And number 52, Jackson Roshi. We're about 10 minutes from tip-off. We're going to pause for just a few moments, and then we'll be right back with the Yellow Jackets against the Skyhawks. Okay, back here at Sidney High School, once again, Greg Snyder along with Jackson Pettit and our cameraman Luke Bemis. We do have official starting lineups now, so we'll go ahead and go over those. For the Yellow Jackets, they're going to start number 1, a senior, Deegan Meyer. Number 2, a senior, Ryan Sloss. Number 12, a senior, Cedric Johnson. Number 21, a senior, Camden Vordermark. And number 22, a senior, Isaiah Huggins. So once again, for the Yellow Jackets, that's number 1, Meyer. Number 2, Sloss. Number 12, Johnson. Number 21, Vordermark. And number 22, Huggins. What strikes you about that starting lineup, Mr. Pettit?
I think it's small ball, but I think it's going to work because we like to push the tempo and just have a fast pace.
Absolutely. Of course, rebounding can be a key there. And then for the Fairborn Skyhawks, they're going to start number 2, Kalen Bush. Number 3, Dwight Lewis. Number 23, Cole Spencer. Number 42, Marquise Coleman. And number 50, Julius Poland. Once again, for the Skyhawks, number 2, Bush. Number 3, Lewis. Number 23, Spencer. Number 42, Coleman. And number 50, Poland. So once again, Yellow Jackets and Skyhawks. We're going to pause for just a moment. We'll be back with the announcement of the starting lineups by Mr. Bickle and also the national anthem and then the tip-off in this opening contest, this opening MVL contest, and really opening contest for the boys this year between Sidney and Fairborn. Thanks everybody for joining us. Okay, back here at Sidney High School as we get ready for the varsity contest. Everybody's standing now for the national anthem, and we'll pause for that.
Sidney and Fairborn will be back with our starting lineup.
Okay, now we got the starting lineups. We're just going to go ahead and let you listen to Mr. Bickle announce those.
And now for the introduction of the starters first. For the visiting Fairborn
dark blue and light blue trim. 2, sophomore McCoy Bush. Number 3, White Lewis. Number 23, Cole Spencer. Number 42, Marquis.
And now the starters for your Yellow Jackets. Apply the running senior, number 1, Deacon Meyer. Apply the running senior, number 2, Ryan Schroff. Apply the running senior, number 12, Cedric Johnson.
Jackson is definitely different. No student section, very few fans, everybody socially distanced with masks on, but it's still basketball, and that's got to be exciting for the kids on the floor.
I mean, who doesn't love basketball season? It was definitely weird during football not seeing a lot of people in the crowd, but at the end of the day, you play the game you love because it's what you do.
Absolutely, well said. So it looks like Cam Vordemark, along with Dwight Lewis, are going to jump center. Yellow Jackets will be moving from the right to the left in the first half. Fairborn from the left to the right. We got a little bit of a pause here on the tip, and Fairborn will control. Coleman's going to hand it off eventually to Poland. He's going to be guarded by Deegan Meyer. High on the right, Poland driving down, fakes a 15-footer, instead goes to the corner to Kalen Bush. Back out top to Lewis. Lewis driving down the right side, kicks it out to Poland. Jackets in a man-to-man defense as they switch the ball screen. Ball goes high on the left to Cole Spencer, who reverses it to Bush. Bush kicks out to Poland. Poland 15 feet. The Yellow Jackets do a nice job of cutting them off. Good defense here in the early going by the Jackets. Dwight Lewis gets a ball screen. He's going to kick in the corner. Bush thought about a three. Instead, the ball gets back to the top to Spencer. There's a long three ball. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound is going to be out of bounds and over to the Jackets. Good defensive possession there for the Jackets.
That's some good old classic sit-down defense right there.
Fairborn going to come out in a little bit of a press here to start. Cedric Johnson has it against that press. He passes it over to Isaiah Huggins, who gives it to Sloss near midcourt. Sloss gets it to Cedric Johnson. He splits a trap, kicks it on the right side. There's a three ball by Cam Vordemark. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Deegan Meyer. Vordemark has it as he dribbles down the left side, passes it into Johnson. Nice pass by Cam Vordemark with the assist to Cedric Johnson. There's a shot by Fairborn's Poland, no good. Rebound on the offensive side goes to Spencer. There's going to be a steal by the Jackets and Ryan Sloss. Ryan Sloss drives down the middle of the lane, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound cleaned up by Coleman. Coleman gives it to Poland, who brings it across the floor. He's going to fire a three ball and hit it. Nice shot by Julius Poland. He puts Fairborn ahead 3-2 here in the early going. Sloss is going to get a pass from Meyer from the top of the key. No good. Ryan Sloss off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Poland. And Fairborn gets it quickly across half court. Lewis has it. This ball's going to go on the right side to Kalen Bush. Bush guarded by Sloss. Looks inside, stolen by Huggins. Isaiah Huggins with the steal. And the Jackets bring it up the left side. Cam Vordemark drives baseline, stops, pops from 15 feet. Got it. Nice move by Cam Vordemark. Vordemark with his first bucket. Yak Jackets lead 4-3. There's a shot, no good by Dwight Lewis. Rebound comes down to Vordemark. Vordemark gets down the lane. He's going to lay it up and in. And nice transition there by Cam Vordemark. Vordemark with 4 in the early going. That foul is going to be on Cole Spencer. It's going to be his first. Vordemark goes to the line. We're going to get our first substitution of the ball game. Number 11, Elijah Carter, is going to check in. He'll replace Kalen Bush.
Number 11, Elijah Carter.
Elijah Carter, number 11, a junior in the lineup.
Vordemark eyes the free throw, and it's true. Vordemark with the and one, and he has 5. The Yellow Jackets have 7. Fairborn with 3. Poland tries to go inside, but that's going to be off of Sloss, out of bounds. And the ball is going to stay with Fairborn underneath. Good start for the Yellow Jackets here in the early going, Jackson.
Great start. You can't really ask for anything better.
That pass is going to be stolen by Cedric Johnson. Johnson quickly up the middle of the floor. He kicks on the right side. Deeganmeyer goes inside to Sloss, back out to Johnson. Johnson has it on the right wing, looks underneath. Cam Vordermark, shot fake, up, off the glass and in. Nice pass by Johnson. Nice finish by Vordermark.
Vordermark's off to a hard start tonight.
That's 7 for Cam Vordermark. There's a long 3-ball by Poland, and he can definitely shoot that one. That's his second one. Nice individual move there by Julius Poland. He has 6 for Fairborn. All 6. Cedric Johnson thinks about a 3-ball, takes it from high on the right, hit it. Good shooting here in the early going. And Cedric Johnson has 5 to join Vordermark with 7 as 3 players have scored in the ball game. There's a 3-ball that's no good off the front of the iron. Rebound cleaned up by Cam Vordermark. He brings it across half court. He's going to give it to Cedric Johnson. Johnson's going to kick out on the right, but not before he's fouled. The foul's going to be on Cole Spencer. And with 4:36 to go in the first quarter, Yellow Jackets have doubled up Fairborn so far, 12-6. Substitutions on the floor. Number 5 and number 15 check in. That's Patrick Parrish and Brody Munger for Fairborn. Yellow Jackets have yet to sub. They take it out underneath. Cam Vordermark looking for Sloss. Sloss has it on the left wing. He's going to give it to Huggins between the circles, who gives it to point guard Cedric Johnson, who sets up the offense for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson, as the Yellow Jackets face a 2-3 zone, hits Huggins in the soft spot of that zone. Huggins can't quite come up with the bucket. Rebound cleaned up by Brody Munger. Skyhawks quickly across half court. There's going to be a kick to Julius Poland. Poland gets it to Munger, but the ball is stolen by Vordermark. Cedric Johnson has it near the volleyball line. He's guarded by Dwight Lewis. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. 3:55, so just over halfway here in the first quarter. And the Yellow Jackets lead 12-6. Cedric Johnson driving on Lewis, stops, pops from 12 feet, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound by Deeganmeyer, his second offensive rebound of the ball game. Cam Vordermark's going to give it to Huggins. The Yellow Jackets work the ball around. Cedric Johnson sets the thing back up. Skyhawks in a man-to-man defense. Johnson stops at the top of the key and kicks it on the right side to Sloss. Sloss gets a ball screen from Meyer, and that ball's going to be stolen. Sloss with the turnover. Steal by Dwight Lewis. He tries a dunk, no good. Rebound is taken by Patrick Parrish. He kicks it back out. Lewis tries for 3 and hits it. So he misses the dunk for 2 and instead gets the 3. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back in just a moment. Yellow Jackets lead 12-9 in the early going. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow Jackets with the early lead, 12-9. We're trying some new statistical things. We'll keep trying.
Cam passes back to Ced.
Cedric Johnson cross-court pass to break the press to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins drives down the left. Nice dish off to Deeganmeyer, but that shot's going to be blocked and rebounded by Fairborn. Poland tries a step back, but he's going to get called for a push-off and a charge. So good job there by the Yellow Jacket defense.
That's a great D by Deeganmeyer. You can't ask for nothing better.
Yellow Jackets will inbound on the side. Camden Vordermark is going to inbound. Looking, Josh Webster is checked in for the Yellow Jackets. That pass is going to be stolen by Lewis. Lewis on the left side to Poland. Tries another 3-ball, no good. Rebound by Deeganmeyer. Meyer quickly up the floor to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins drives down the right side, and he's going to get called for a charge. So the Yellow Jackets try to push the ball as fast as they can, but instead, that's going to be their first team foul. That foul's on Huggins. And the ball will go back over to Fairborn.
Landon Davis checks in for number 1, Deegan Myers.
Fairborn trying to pass inside. It's going to be stolen by Landon Davis. Cedric Johnson brings the ball up the right side. He's looking, tries to hit a backdoor pass to Josh Webster. It ends up in the hands of Vordermark. He lays it up and in, and he's fouled. And I think we're going to get an and one there. And it looks like we have a little bit of extracurricular stuff going on. As the officials sort that out, we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so it looks like there's going to be a foul on Fairborn, number 50, Julius Pullen. That'll be his second. Cam Vordermark picks up a technical foul, so he finishes the three-point play. That gives him 10 points. But we're going to march down to the other end, and Pullen's going to get to shoot 2 free throws. Of course, that's 2 fouls on Pullen early. That could be big. He's the leading scorer so far in the ball game for the Skyhawks. A really nice shooter. Hits the first free throw. Now looking for the second. And that one is also good. That makes the score 15-11, 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Substitutions. Number 2, Kalen Bush, is going to check in as he replaces Pullen, who sits down with 2 fouls. Inbounding on the side is going to be Brody Munger. Yellow Jackets staying in man-to-man defense. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Landon Smith, Josh Webster, Camden Vordermark, Cedric Johnson, and Isaiah Huggins. Ball's going to be taken up the floor by Kalen Bush. Been running the point for much of the game for the Skyhawks. He gets a ball screen, but it's an illegal one. That ball screen and foul is going to be on Patrick Parrish. That's going to be his first. Fairborn's 5th. Substitution, Ryan Sloss checks back in. He'll replace Josh Webster. Yellow Jackets with the 15-11 lead here in the early going. Jackson, we were wondering if the Yellow Jackets are going to be able to get points. And so far, Vordermark and Johnson have provided that.
I don't think that should have been a question anymore. Cam and Seth are a dynamic duo. They just fast-paced and always looking for open shots.
That pass by Cedric Johnson is tipped and ends up in the hands of Patrick Parrish with the steal for the Skyhawks. He pushes it up the left side. Nice kick-out pass by Bush to Lewis. Stops, pops from 10 feet. Nice pull-up jumper there by Dwight Lewis as we got a brief stoppage on the floor as we wipe up some condensation on the floor.
I think that was from number 21, Vordermark, when he tumbled on the way up the court. Seems like he's been all over the place tonight. Been involved in every play.
Yellow Jackets with an early lead, 15-13. 1:51 to go in the first quarter. Huggins is going to inbound to Cedric Johnson, who's going to run the point guard duties for the Yellow Jackets. Looks like Fairborn. Looks like they're going to go man-to-man. We've seen a little bit of a mix between the 2-3 zone and the man-to-man defense for Fairborn so far. Kalen Bush is going to pick up Cedric Johnson just across half court. He passes on the right side to Cam Vordermark. Vordermark turns down a screen from Huggins. Stops, pops from 17 feet. Nice shot by Cam Vordermark. Vordermark with 12 points, 12 of the 17 for the Jackets, and that extends the lead to 4. Up the right side comes Kalen Bush. Inside-out dribble. He's going to kick it out to Patrick Parrish, who gets it in between the circles to Brody Munger. Ball goes on the left side to Dwight Lewis. Lewis gets a ball screen, and Fairborn moves the ball to the right side. Kalen Bush probing, looking, kicking outside. There's a 3-ball on the left side by Dwight Lewis. Good. Inside-out move there by Bush with a nice pass to Lewis. He hammers home the 3, and the Yellow Jacket lead is trimmed to 1. Isaiah Huggins has it high on the left. He gives it to Cam Vordermark. Vordermark with a big first quarter, 12 points. Vordermark gets the ball screen from Cedric Johnson. He's going to pass it in the right corner to Landon Davis. Davis gives it to Sloss. Sloss thinks about a three ball, instead drives down the lane, dishes it off to Johnson. Goes into the body of Kalen Bush and does get the foul. Late call. Johnson missed the shot, but he's going to get 2 free throws out of it. 50.6 to go in the first quarter. Cedric Johnson heading to the line. Trying for points number 6 and 7 here. Johnson makes the first. Substitution, number 10, Sam Reynolds, seeing his first action as Cam Vordermark. He'll sit down here for the last part of the first quarter. Johnson eyes the free throw. And he hits that one as well. Cedric Johnson now with 7 points. And the Yellow Jackets lead 19-16. Bring the ball up the right side is Kalen Bush. Bush dribbles between the legs on Landon Davis. The ball is reversed on the left side to Dwight Lewis. Lewis, little shake on Sam Reynolds, gets to the hole, lays it up, no good. Rebound cleaned up by Landon Davis. Davis is fouled from behind, and that's going to put the Jackets in a 1-and-1 here in the early going. That's the 17th foul on Fairborn already, Jackson, and that could mean a lot of free throws for the Jackets if they can keep attacking.
That's going to be a good thing for us because every point counts in this moment.
So Landon Davis. Eyes the first free throw, and he hits it. That makes the Yellow Jacket lead 20-16. And that's the first person not named Cedric Johnson or Camden Vordermark to score for the Yellow Jackets. Davis with 1, looking for 2. And he hits it. And with 32 seconds left, the Yellow Jackets have eclipsed the 20-point mark here in the first quarter. They lead 21-16. Kalen Bush drives on the right side. The ball is reversed to Dwight Lewis. Lewis guarded by Johnson, now switched off on Sam Reynolds. Reynolds gets a hand on it. Good defense on the ball by Sam Reynolds. The ball is passed on the left side to Davis. He'll give it back to Lewis as Fairborn looks to be holding for the last shot here of the first quarter. They trail by 5. Lewis going to get a ball screen from Brody Munger, but it's going to be stolen by Ced Johnson. 3 seconds left. Johnson to the hole. Right-handed layup, no good. Rebound up and in by Sam Reynolds in time, and the Yellow Jackets extend the lead to 23-16. The Yellow Jackets lead by 7 after 1 quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, Jackson, pretty nice quarter there for the Jackets as they lead by 7. High scoring quarter for Sidney.
I think it's been a great quarter for us, and if we keep playing like this, it's going to be a great game and a nice way to start off the season.
Cedric Johnson opens up the second quarter with a pass to Landon Davis, goes inside to Cam Vordermark. He lays it off the glass and in. Cam Vordermark with 14 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. Really nice start by Cam Vordermark, but a nice pass there by Landon Davis. Kalen Bush looking inside. Ball's going to be stolen by Sloss. Sloss dribbles up the left side. He gives it to Sam Reynolds. Nice to the hole, but it's going to be blocked by Patrick Parrish into the hands of Ryan Sloss. Cam Vordermark. I think we have the score right. It's 25-16. I think that's correct. I'm sure they'll get it corrected. That ball is tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. They'll inbound on the side. 7:23 to go in the first half. Cedric Johnson working around a screen from Landon Davis, gets to the hole. Cedric Johnson with a nifty little move. He now has 9, and the Yellow Jackets extend the lead to 9 at 25-16. Sorry, 27-16. Like I said, I think our score is right. We'll see. The scoreboard here at the stadium, in the gym has 25-16, but I believe it's 27-16. Fairborn working the ball around. Parrish passes on the right side to Dwight Lewis. Lewis looks over the defense. He's going to be guarded by Camden Vordermark. He passes up between the circles to Patrick Parrish. Ball goes on the left side to Darius Davis Jr. He's going to be switched off on Landon Davis, and there's going to be a bump out beyond the three-point line, and that's going to be Landon Davis's first foul, Sidney's third. And with 6:38 to go in the first quarter, the Skyhawks are going to inbound on the side. Ball goes into the backcourt. Dwight Lewis has it. He leads Fairborn along with Julius Poland, each of them with 8, but Poland on the bench right now with 2 fouls. Cam Vordermark applying some pressure to Lewis, who's going to pass on the left side to Parrish. Parrish goes deep in the left corner to Davis, who drives down the lane. Nice little runner in the lane, up and in. Nice move by Darius Davis Jr. This to your first 2 points off the bench. Ced Johnson gets it to Sloss on the right side. Back to Johnson as he sets up the offense. Johnson passes to Ryan Sloss. Sloss nearly stolen by Lewis. Vordermark's going to stop, foot on the line, so that's a long 2 attempt. Rebound comes down to Sam Reynolds. Back out to Sloss. Fires a 3-ball. Ryan Sloss off the offensive rebound and kick out by Sam Reynolds. Ball goes deep in the left corner. Going to be a nice dish off there. Nice pass from Lewis to Parrish. He lays it off the glass. And Patrick Parrish with 2 points. Cedric Johnson brings the ball across half court. He's guarded by Kalen Bush. 30-20. I believe the score is right on both ends now. And there's going to be a foul and a charge and a turnover on Landon Davis. So that foul on Landon Davis is going to be his second, and it's going to be a turnover that gives the ball back to Fairborn. Isaiah Huggins will check in for Davis, who's going to sit down with 2 fouls. Also back in for the Jackets, Cedric Johnson going to get a brief rest as he's replaced by Deegan Meyer. (30-20). Just over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Yellow Jackets in their man-to-man defense as they get ready to guard Dwight Lewis, who brings the ball up the floor, leading Fairborn right now with 8 points along with Julius Poland. Lewis guarded by Vordermark, gets a screen from Marquise Coleman. Ball goes on the right side to Darius Davis Jr. There's a long 3-ball by Dwight Lewis, no good off the front of the iron. Rebound is taken by the Jackets, but we'll see who the foul is on. Looks like they're going to get the Jackets for clearing out there. It's going to be a foul on number 2, Ryan Sloss. I didn't know if it was going to be number 2 or 22. That'll be his first. Yellow Jackets 5th, so no penalty yet, but under 5 minutes to go. Fairborn, trailing by 10, is going to inbound underneath their own basket. Patrick Parrish gives it out on the right side to Dwight Lewis. Lewis gets a ball screen, but he turns it down, drives baseline, stops, pops from 15 feet. In and nice shot there by Dwight Lewis. He now is in double figures and nearly gets a steal. Lewis with 10. And that makes the score 30-22. Substitution, Julius Poland is going to check in. Didn't know if they'd wait Jackson until halftime, but down by 8, they decided to put Poland in with 2 fouls.
I think it's a risky play, but I think they like the idea because he can shoot long 3 balls, and he's just a big body out in the court.
Vordermark gets it across half court with a pass to Sam Reynolds. Ball's going to be tipped to go out of bounds, and they're going to give it over to Fairborn. Sam Reynolds thought that maybe Fairborn tipped it, but the official thinks otherwise, and that's going to be a turnover. Cedric Johnson checks in for Sam Reynolds, and Fairborn looking to cut into an 8-point Jacket lead with 4:37 to go in the first half. Running the point here is going to be number 50, Julius Poland. So he gets it on the right side to Dwight Lewis, guarded closely by Vordermark. Lewis drives down the left side, has a driving lane, lays it up with his right hand, no good. Rebound is tipped up and in by Lewis off the ping pong there. He now has 12. And all of a sudden, it's only a 6-point lead at 30-24. Nice pass underneath to Deegan Meyer. He lays it up and in. Deegan Meyer with his first bucket.
That's a great find by him right there.
And the Yellow Jackets get the lead back to 8 halfway through the second quarter. Poland gets a ball screen from Parrish. He drives down the right side. Poland off the glass, no good. Rebound, battled for, ends up in the hands of Coleman. He can't convert, but there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on the Yellow Jackets, Ryan Sloss, number 2, and that's going to be his second. Yellow Jackets 6th, but I think it was a shooting foul. It is, and Marquise Coleman's going to go to the line, and now the Yellow Jackets have 2 players with 2 fouls in Landon Davis and Ryan Sloss. Marquise Coleman looking for his first point and doesn't get it on the first free throw. As it goes off the back of the iron, Landon Davis is going to check in for Ryan Sloss, who sits down with 3 points. Coleman trying for the second free throw, no good, but we're going to get it was good, but we're going to get a lane violation. Not allowed to go in there until the ball hits the rim. Poland was a little bit too quick. And Fairborn sets up a little 2-2-1 full court trap. Sed Johnson is going to look deep to Deegan Meyer. Meyer's going to give it out to Landon Davis. 3 ball from the right side. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound is tipped and into the hands of Coleman. Coleman looking up the floor quickly to Lewis. Lewis to the hole on Sed Johnson. Misses, but rebound to Coleman. Up and in. So Fairborn gets the ball up the floor quickly. Gets an offensive rebound, and it's a 6-point lead for the Jackets now as Fairborn continues to cut into that lead. Nice pass by Isaiah Huggins to a cutting Cam Vordermark. He's going to be fouled, get 2 shots. We'll see who the foul's on. This is important. Number 42. I thought maybe they might call it on Julius Poland, but good call is that foul is called on number 42, Marquise Coleman. It'll be his first. It's the 8th, but that doesn't matter because Cam Vordermark was shooting, so he's going to get 2 free throws no matter what. He has 14 points, and it stays at 14 as he is looking for point number 15. Here in the first half, a really nice start to the ball game by Cam Vordermark and all the Yellow Jackets. Vordermark eyes the second free throw, no good. He goes 0 for 2 off the back of the iron, but gets a steal on the rebound from Coleman. Stops shot from 15 feet, and he got 2 points anyway. Cam Vordermark with a nice 15-footer. He has 16 now in the ball game. And the lead is 8. Long 3 ball by Poland. He's shown that he can make those, and he continues to. Now he's in double figures with 11. The long 3 ball from the left. And Fairborn right into their 2-2-1 half-court or 3-quarter court kind of trap here. Vordermark breaks it with a pass to Landon Davis. Davis stops and gives it back to Vordermark. Vordermark driving down the lane, pulls up from 16 feet, and there's another one for Cam Vordermark. Vordermark hitting from everywhere. 3 from the layups, and now the pull-up jumper's going, and that makes it 36-29.
Feels like that man's been all over the court today. Feels like
Poland's going to kick out. Poland's going to kick out to Parrish, who hands it off to Lewis. Coach Willoughby encouraging his team to step out on the shooters, especially Poland. Ball goes deep in the left corner. 3 ball by Kalen Bush, and that one looked good, and it was good. Kalen Bush with his first points. Hasn't shot it much. That's a good-looking shot. He's got 3 points, and the lead is 4 for Sidney. Cam Vordermark splits 2 defenders. Stops from 4 feet. He's going to get hit in the head and going to get 2 free throws. Coming up, that foul's going to be on number 5. Parrish, that'll be his second, so he and Poland with 2 for Fairborn. Davis and Sloss with 2 for the Yellow Jackets in terms of foul trouble. Cam Vordermark back to the line. He's got a game-high 18 points, and now missed his 3rd straight free throw, which is kind of unlike him, Jackson. I guess he needs somebody guarding him today, huh?
Apparently, he's been a pretty good free throw shooter over the years, it feels like. Ooh.
Looks like we have another missed free throw. And then, I don't know if we're going to get a foul after the play. So the officials discuss things and try to get So we're going to get a push on number 2 on the box out of the free throw. That's going to be his second foul in terms of Kalen Bush. And that's going to send Vordermark back to the line where he's missed 4 straight, but has a game-high 18 points. And there you got one. So that's 19 points now for Cam Vordermark.
Snaps the cycle right there.
Yeah. He's too good of a shooter to keep missing those. So 37-32 is the score. 5-point lead for the Jackets. Vordermark looking to put on the second one as well, and he does. So Cam Vordermark with 20. count them here in the first half. He'll take a brief break as Sam Reynolds comes in for defense. 38-32, 2:13 to go in the first half. Julius Poland brings the ball up the right side, guarded by Deegan Meyer. Poland already hit 3 3-balls, and he's looking for another one, but he's going to pass off to Parrish. Parrish can't get the ball to Lewis, who's denied by Cedric Johnson, so instead gives it to Kalen Bush. Bush guarded by Landon Davis. Ball's tipped into the hands of Deegan Meyer. Meyer quickly up the left side, gets to the hole. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Marquise Coleman, but the Yellow Jackets will keep it. Another nice defensive possession by the Yellow Jackets, Jackson.
I think our defense really turning into our offense. It's high-paced, it's fast, and we don't give up anything easy.
Fairborn in a 2-3 zone as Coach Willoughby changes his inbound play. Davis will throw it up to near half court to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins is going to pass on the right side to Landon Davis, inside to Deegan Meyer, who has it on the short quarter, and he's going to be pushed. So that foul is going to be on Cole Spencer. It's going to be Spencer's third, I believe. And Deegan Meyer is going to go to the line. He has 2 points on the ball game, but this will be his first trip to the foul line. That is indeed Cole Spencer's third foul. With 1:44 to go in the first half, Deegan Meyer looking for points number 3 and 4. He eyes it, he flies it, he hits it. That makes the score 39-32. Deegan Meyer looks again and hits it. He now has 4 points. And it's 40-32. Minute and a half to go. Dwight Lewis stops, pops from the top of the key, and hits a nice individual move there by Dwight Lewis as he was guarded closely by Isaiah Huggins, but knocks down the 3. There's a steal by Fairborn. 2-point ball game as Poland goes to the hole, stops, pops, hits, and Fairborn will have a chance to take a lead. That ties it up at 40-40 with 1:25 to go, and that was a quick 5, maybe 6 points, Jackson.
That was crazy how it just turned over all of a sudden like that as soon as Cam came out.
Poland now with 13 points. Looking for number 14. Dwight Lewis has 15 points to lead the Skyhawks, and of course Cam Vordermark with 20 for the Yellow Jackets. So some high scorers here in this first ball game of the year. Free throw is good, and that gives Poland 14. Of course, he's battled foul trouble, hadn't even played a lot of the first half, and has 14 points. Huggins looking deep for Deegan Meyer. Meyer working on Bush, goes through the hole, but he's going to be called for the charge. Kalen Bush draws the charge. We have a discrepancy in the scoreboard here. We have 41-40, and the scoreboard in the gym here has 40-38, so we'll check on that. I believe that might be right. 40-38. Poland has it. He's going to get a ball screen, but not before the ball is taken away by Deegan Meyer. Nice play on defense there by Deegan Meyer. Ball's handed off to Cedric Johnson. Kicks on the left side. Huggins thinks about a 3 ball. Steps back, gives it back to Cedric Johnson. Johnson looks inside to Vordermark. Vordermark turns and tries to score on Brody Munger, but the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Munger. 52.5 to go in the first half, and the Yellow Jackets are going to inbound underneath their own basket. Ryan Sloss is going to check in with 2 fouls. He'll replace Sam Reynolds for offense. Fairborn in a 2-3 defense, out of bounds underneath. Ball's going to go in the left corner to Ced Johnson. Back to Cam Vordermark. Turnaround, 12-footer, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Deegan Meyer. He kicks it out to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins looks cross court to Sloss. Nice catch by Ryan Sloss. The Yellow Jackets look against a 2-3 zone. Ball goes to Vordermark deep in the left corner, and now Cedric Johnson thinking about holding it for the last shot. Yellow Jackets with a 2-point lead. Pass goes on the right side to Ryan Sloss. He gives it back to Cedric Johnson. Johnson turns, working on Dwight Lewis. Dribbles down the lane, and he's going to be called for a travel. 19.2 seconds to go in Fairborn. We said before they had a chance to cut into the lead and tie it and maybe take the lead. We think we had the score wrong. But now they actually do have a chance to either tie or take the lead. Poland has the ball, probably for the last possession of the first half, as he works on Deegan Meyer between the circles. Pullen gets to the high post area to Munger, who passes it on the left side to Bush. Bush back to Pullen. Long three ball from straight away. No good. Rebound comes down to Fairborn. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Cam Vordermark. It's going to stay with Fairborn, but with 1.3 seconds left, Fairborn looking to draw up a last second play here as the coach is barking out signals. We're going to get a substitution. Landon Davis is going to check in. I'm sorry. Yeah, Landon Davis is going to check in for Ryan Sloss, and the Yellow Jackets tried to pull a quick one there and take the ball, but it is indeed Fairborn's ball.
I thought we were going to get away for a minute. They looked like they didn't notice.
Julius Pullen's going to pass it in. So he's looking for Lewis in particular. Pullen is going to pass it out to Parrish at the volleyball line. Back to Pullen. Three ball. Did he get it off? Looks like they were going to count it, but it was no good off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Landon Davis, and that'll be the first half. Yellow Jackets lead 40-38. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some scoring stats and to break down the first half. 40-38, Jackets lead. Okay, back here at halftime, once again, Greg Snyder from SHS TV Productions, along with a couple of my students, Jackson Pettit on color and then Luke Bemis on camera. So thanks to those guys for coming up tonight and helping out in the boys opener. The exciting first half, the Yellow Jackets lead 40-38 at halftime. Jackets led in scoring by a career high already in the first half by Camden Vordermark, as he has 20 points. Cedric Johnson adds 9 for the Yellow Jackets. Deegan Meyer has 4, Ryan Sloss has 3, and then 2 each from Landon Davis and Sam Reynolds. Fairborn has 2 players in double figures, led by number 3 Dwight Lewis with 15, and also number 50 Julius Pullen, who battled some first half foul trouble but still ended up with 14 points. Kalen Bush added a 3-ball for 3 points. Patrick Parrish, Darius Davis Jr., and Marquise Coleman each with a bucket for 2 points. Well, Jackson, as we get ready for the second half here, your thoughts on what the Jackets need to do to hopefully extend this lead and take home a victory?
Keep playing great D and just keep letting Duke Cameron what Cameron Vordermark does. I mean, I feel like no one can really stop him on the court right now. Only thing he struggled with is his free throws, and he already got out of that rhythm, so they were going to get
Fairborn
start.
Fairborn with the ball to start the third quarter. Poland's going to pass it in the high post area to Coleman. Coleman working on Vordermark. Nice little spin move through the lane. Rebound comes down to Cedric Johnson off the miss. Good move, that was Spencer. Good move by Spencer, but a good job by the Jackets to clean up the rebound. Isaiah Huggins is going to hand it off to Cam Vordermark. Vordermark's going to work on Dwight Lewis. Vordermark with a game high 20 points so far. Looking for a ball screen from Huggins, turns it down, goes baseline, thinks about a pull-up jumper. Now it's going to kick on the right side to Cedric Johnson. Johnson drives down the right side on Pullen. Over to the left side, no good. Rebound up and in, though, by Camden Vordermark. Good move by Ced Johnson. But Camden Vordermark there for the rebound. He now has 22 in the Yellow Jackets with the first points of the second half. So they lead 42-38. Pullen passes to Spencer. High on the left, he gives the ball on the left wing. Bush, nice spin move on Sloss. In and out on the left-handed hook shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Deegan Meyer for the Yellow Jackets. Cedric Johnson brings the ball up the floor quickly in the lane, kicks it out. Isaiah Huggins, 3-ball from the left corner. Good by Huggy. Nice kick by Ced Johnson. Isaiah Huggins with 3. The Yellow Jackets score the first 5 points of the second half. Good start, just like the game. The Yellow Jackets start the second half in a fury.
Don't let that man Isaiah Huggins get warm, because when he gets warm, he gets hot, and it's bad.
I'll take your word for that.
Trust me, I played him at the Y a few times, and when he starts hitting it, he doesn't miss.
Cole Spencer looking to inbound. He's going to get it to Julius Pullen. He's going to be guarded by Deegan Meyer. High on the right side, gets a ball screen from Coleman. 3-ball by Pullen. No good off the left iron. Good contest there by Isaiah Huggins. The ball ends up in the hands of Cam Vordermark. Vordermark quickly up the floor. Goes right at Pullen. Lays it up. No good. Rebound comes down to Pullen. He gives it to Dwight Lewis. Fairborn quickly across the circle. That's going to be a turnover into the hands of Deegan Meyer. We go back the other way. Meyer to Vordermark. Vordermark stops from 6 feet. No good on the runner. Rebound's going to go into the hands of Fairborn and Cole Spencer. Spencer quickly at the left as we go back and forth quickly here. Early in the third quarter, cross-court pass, 3-ball by Dwight Lewis, and he cans it. Nice pass by Bush. Good shot by Lewis. And Fairborn with their first points of the second half and cuts the lead to 4. Lewis now with 18. There's going to be a foul in the backcourt on Fairborn. And that could be a big one. Nope, I'm sorry, it's on 23. Well, it is still big. That's his 4th. Spencer's done a lot of the rebounding duty so far for the Skyhawks. He's going to get subbed out by Patrick Parrish as Spencer sits down with 4 fouls. The first foul here of the second half by either team. 5:55 on the scoreboard in the third quarter. Isaiah Huggins is going to pass it into Cedric Johnson, and he'll bring the ball across half court. Ced Johnson passes on the right side. Sloss thinks about a 3. Instead gets a ball screen from Meyer. He's going to kick it across to Cedric Johnson. Nearly stolen by Lewis. That's Cam Vordermark. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Kalen Bush, and it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. As Cam Vordermark will trigger from underneath the basket. Yellow Jackets facing a 2-3 zone. Deegan Meyer dives in. The ball's nearly stolen by Fairborn. It goes into the hands of Cedric Johnson. He'll bring the ball out top and set up the offense for the Yellow Jackets as they now face a 2-3 zone defense. As Fairborn stays in that zone defense after the inbounds. Sloss has it on the right side. He'll give it to Johnson. There's a quick reversal to Cam Vordermark. Shot fake. Now he gets a wide open 3-ball. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound is tipped around and taken by Marquise Coleman. Coleman hands it off to Dwight Lewis. He's going to bring it across. He pulls up from 22 feet. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Vordermark once again. We don't have rebound stats today, but Vordermark's got to be getting close to a double-double as he's had several rebounds as well. Cross-court pass. Huggins tries for another three ball. No good off the front of the iron in the backboard. Rebound comes down to Kalen Bush as he pushes it across half court for the Skyhawks. Working on Sloss, tries to go across the lane to Marquise Coleman, but Isaiah Huggins is there. He tips it out of bounds, and the ball's going to stay with Fairborn as Poland's going to go ahead and inbound from underneath their own basket. He's going to give it to Bush. Stops from 15 feet. It's going to be blocked out of bounds by Ryan Sloss. Good defensive recovery there by Sloss.
Our defense has been all over the place today. It's crazy. We're just playing at a high speed, and it's amazing to watch.
Patrick Parrish has it. He's going to drive down the middle of the lane, kick out to Kalen Bush as Fairborn works the ball around, and it ends up in the hands of Julius Poland. Poland with 14 points so far. He's going to drive baseline, avoids Cedric Johnson with a sideways jump. No good on the rebound to Patrick Parrish, and he's going to be blocked out of bounds by Isaiah Huggins. Another block for the Jackets, and Fairborn keeps the ball underneath their own basket. Pass is going to go in to Dwight Lewis. It's going to be worked around to Julius Poland, guarded by Deegan Meyer. Poland gets a ball screen, switched off to Camden Vordermark. Poland tries to shake him, is unable to, gets it to Coleman. Here's Parrish driving down the right side. He kicks it out to Kalen Bush. Bush stops from high on the right, in and out on the three ball. No good. Rebound comes down to Cedric Johnson. Johnson, as we hit the halfway point of the third quarter, is going to bring the ball across half court. He works on Dwight Lewis, steps through the lane. Nice little Euro step by Cedric Johnson as he goes into double figures for the Jackets as well with 11, and that makes the lead 6 at 47-41. Poland kicks it out top to Parrish. Parrish thinks about driving down the right side, but he's cut off by Cam Vordermark. Poland, long three ball on the right side, and he cans it. Julius Poland, to no surprise of anybody, shoots another three and makes it. That's his fourth of the ball game, I believe, fourth or fifth. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. 47-44, 3:41 to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets lead. We'll be back in just a moment. Quick update from the girls game. It looks like Kelsey Kaiser just hit a three ball on the right side for Sidney as they extend their lead to 21-6 in the early going against Fairborn down at Fairborn. Of course, with the MVL, the way that they've tried to limit crowds and make sure that they can get as many games in as possible and do it as safely as possible, decided that on Wednesdays and Fridays that boys and girls would basically be playing at opposite sites. So Fairborn makes the trip up here for the boys game, and the Yellow Jackets make the trip down south to face the Skyhawks. And it sounds like they're ahead down there, and the Yellow Jackets are ahead up here, although by a much narrower margin, ahead by 3. Fairborn in their 2-2-1 trap, which they've shown so far a lot in this ball game. Camden Vordermark breaks that pressure, drives down the left side, and you could hear the smack from up here, and that's going to be a foul. Might be on number 50, Julius Poland. We'll see if it is. That's his third. Nope, number 5, excuse me, Patrick Parrish.
Feels like
that'll be his third.
He's gotten really lucky now with all those fouls because he feels like he's been involved in every single one of them.
Vordermark back to the line where he has been a frequent shooter at the foul line today. That'll make him 2 for 7, which is rather unusual for somebody with 22 points. Cam has had a great ball game. Vordermark looking for point number 23. In and out, no good. Rebound is gathered by Huggins, but we're going to get a foul on Isaiah Huggins. And that'll give the ball to Fairborn. That foul on Huggins is his second. The first of the second half by Sidney. And Julius Poland will bring the ball across half court and run the point guard duties. Not your typical point guard, at least from the looks, but he's made a lot of three balls and has started the offense for the Skyhawks pretty efficiently.
He's a big man.
Poland has the ball guarded by Vordermark, high on the left. Thinks about a ball screen, but it's slipped by Patrick Parrish. Poland picks it up deep in the corner, gives it back to Parrish. Ball is swung around, and there's going to be a handoff to Dwight Lewis. Lewis has 18 points to lead Fairborn so far. He drives down the right side. Wanted to shoot it, but didn't just come out of one shoe. He came out of both shoes. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I've seen people run out of one shoe, but
I've seen people both your shoes. I've never seen people come out of both at the same time.
That must be how fast he is.
That's a new one for both of us.
3:01 to go. Thankfully, looks like he's okay. And from a Yellow Jacket perspective, that's a turnover. So he gets those shoes. I don't think I could pull those shoes off.
I like fancy shoes, but those are a little out of my reach, I think, too.
I know I couldn't. 47-44. Yellow Jackets led by Camden Vordermark with 22, Cedric Johnson with 11. Fairborn led by Dwight Lewis with 18 and Julius Poland with 17. And you never know, Jackson, how good these teams will end up being throughout the year, but it seems like a pretty high-quality game, especially for a first game of the year.
I think we couldn't ask for anything better, especially with some of the people that we're missing right now. A few key starters, I feel like we just haven't really missed our rhythm.
Cedric Johnson working on two Fairborn defenders. He's going to pass to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins has it near midcourt, tries to split a trap and does. Gets it to Landon Davis. Thinks about a jump shot. Nice shot fake by Landon Davis. Leans into a defender off the glass, no good. Rebound is tipped and it's going to go out of bounds. Stay with the Jackets. Good move by Landon Davis. Wasn't able to convert. And then a nice fight by Davis and Vordermark on the boards to keep the ball with the Yellow Jackets as they inbound. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Vordermark looking against this Fairborn defense, zone defense. He's going to have to pass it out top to Isaiah Huggins. He passes it off to Cedric Johnson. Johnson drives down the middle of the zone, kicks out, Sloss, three ball, right side, no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to Marquise Coleman for Fairborn. Julius Poland is going to bring the ball across half court. And as soon as he gets across half court, he's thinking about shooting it because he's got what seems to be unlimited range, but he makes a nice pass there to Coleman. Unable to make the layup, but gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Lewis, three ball, got it. We have a tie ball game. That's 21 points for Dwight Lewis. We've talked a lot about Camden Vordermark, but I would say quietly, but also not so quietly, Dwight Lewis at 21 points. Vordermark to the hole, up and in. Vordermark says anything you can do, I can do better as he scores on the other end. And that's 24 for him. And the Yellow Jackets regain the lead with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Timeout Sidney, 49-47. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here at Sidney, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets lead by 2, and shout out to the cheerleaders. They look in mid-season form, don't they?
I think they're going to have a lot of fun at state this year. They just seem as bouncy as ever.
Yeah, and sadly, I always love watching them do their flips in front of our student section and then the other student section down there. Hopefully soon. But right now, obviously limited crowd, but we're watching basketball. 49-47 is the score. Poland working on Landon Davis. Davis very active, and he's going to get called for a reach-in. That's going to be Landon Davis's fourth foul. That's what I thought. And that's going to be a substitution for the Yellow Jackets as Davis is going to sit down with 4 fouls, replaced by sophomore Sam Reynolds. Ball's going to be inbounded by Parrish. He's looking. He's going to throw it into the backcourt to Kalen Bush. Bush working on Ryan Sloss. He's going to get a ball screen from Parrish. Drives down the right side. He's going to be bumped, and we're going to get a foul. Bush looked like he got poked in the eye, maybe. And that foul's going to be on Ryan Sloss. That'll be his third, Sidney's third. And once again, back to the same spot. Last time, Fairborn might have missed a post-up opportunity for Julius Poland. This time they throw it over the top to Marquise Coleman, nearly stolen by Isaiah Huggins. Now the ball goes into Poland. Poland turns on Sam Reynolds, up off the glass, no good, but there's a foul. Foul's on Sam Reynolds. That'll be his first, and that's going to send Julius Poland to the line. He has 17 points on the ball game, second in scoring for Fairborn, behind Dwight Lewis with 21. Poland eyes the first free throw, up and in. Substitution number 15, Brody Munger checks in as he replaces Marquise Coleman, been very active on the boards. Poland's second shot is no good off the back of the iron. We got a push on the rebound, and we're going to go the other way. Brody Munger checks into the game and immediately gets a foul on the push on the rebound. It's going to be his second. Fairborn's third. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. Jackets clinging to a 1-point lead at the moment. Seth Johnson gives it over to Isaiah Huggins. Back to Seth Johnson as the Yellow Jackets face this zone pressure from Fairborn. Ball goes inside to Reynolds. Quickly off the glass, up and in. Nice job by Sam Reynolds. Good pass by Ryan Sloss. And the Yellow Jackets extend the lead back to 3. Good quick move there by Sam Reynolds before the defense could get there. Fairborn has the ball on the left side. Kalen Bush gets a ball screen, drives down the right side on Huggins, gets around Huggins, but misses the layup. And on the rebound, we're going to get a foul on, looks like Fairborn. Foul's going to be on blue 15. That'll be his third, Brody Munger. 1:11 to go in the third quarter. Jackets lead by 3 with the ball. Once again, we've got some full court pressure. Isaiah Huggins has it. He's going to pass on the right side to Cedric Johnson. Johnson looks over the top. Ball goes to Sloss, to Reynolds. Reynolds with a nifty pass to Cam Vordermark, and before Vordermark could get the ball at the glass, he shuffled his feet. That's a travel. Ball goes back to Fairborn. Coach Willoughby asking for an explanation there. And Fairborn has the ball as they bring it across half court. Julius Poland working on Sam Reynolds. He's going to give it to Dwight Lewis. Lewis stops at the top of the key. No good, but he's fouled, and that's going to be 3 shots. Fouls on Cedric Johnson. That's Ced's first foul, and that's going to send the leading scorer for the Skyhawks in the ball game, Dwight Lewis, to the line. He has 21. Of course, the leader for the game right now, Camden Vordermark, with 24. But if Lewis can all 3 of these, he will tie Vordermark and also tie the game. First one's up and in. Lewis now with 22. Lewis eyes the second one, in and out. This time no good. Substitution. Kalen Bush is going to sit down as Darius Davis Jr. checks in for Fairborn. And also Elijah Carter waiting at the table to check in for Lewis should he make this shot. Probably for a rest for the rest of this third quarter. And you would expect that Lewis, a great player, will probably play most of the fourth quarter, if not all of it. Ball is in and out on that rebound. He hits 1 to 3. Rebound to Vordermark. Nice cross-court pass to Sam Reynolds. He stops. Doesn't get the layup off because he's fouled first by Dwight Lewis. Really nice job of breaking the pressure there by the Yellow Jackets. Good pass by Cam Vordermark. Foul on the play is on Fairborn's number 3. Dwight Lewis, that's his first. Lewis is going to sit down for the rest of the third quarter probably as Elijah Carter checks in. Vordermark will inbound for the Yellow Jackets. He's looking. Passes out top to Sloss. Sloss gives it to Huggins, who has it between the circles. Back to Vordermark. Vordermark thinks about a long 3 ball. Instead, it looks like the Yellow Jackets might hold for the last shot against this zone of the third quarter. Sam Reynolds has it back to Seth Johnson. 25 on the clock and counting. I believe Fairborn's still in the zone, but they're matching up out of it. Vordermark has it between the circles. And the Yellow Jackets getting ready to start their offense here. Vordermark kicks to Johnson. Johnson drives down the middle of the zone. No good off the backboard. Rebound to Poland. Poland looking at the clock. He's got 2 seconds. Tries to shoot it, but it's blocked by Huggins. Huggins fires a half quarter, nearly makes it. I think it was after the buzzer anyway. But 51-49 is going to be the score after the third quarter. Yellow Jackets lead by 2. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a few minutes. Welcome back as we start the fourth quarter. Well, Jackson, not as high scoring there in the third quarter as the defenses look like they've caught up a little bit. But, you know, pretty even third quarter, and the Yellow Jackets are clinging to a 2-point lead. What's it going to take to take this one home and get a win for the Yellow Jackets?
I think we just got to get back to our fast-paced offense and start doing what we do best. I think we start setting down like we were in the first half and just playing good lock-up D.
You heard it from Coach Pettit. The recipe for a win for the Yellow Jackets. We'll see what happens here. Sloss goes inside to Vordermark. Nice to the hole, lays it up and in. Vordermark with 26. Nice pass by Sloss. And Vordermark will go to the line where he hasn't had a lot of success tonight, 2 for 8. But a chance for another 3-point play. The Yellow Jackets lead by 4. What a game by Vordermark.
This is remarkable right here.
Vordermark looking for point number 27. And he hits it. The law of averages would say that he's going to make a bunch in a row here pretty soon. A really good free throw shooter. That extends the lead to 5, 54-49. Poland has it on the left side, and we're going to get a stoppage in play. Clock didn't start, so we're going to run a couple seconds off here. And Fairborn's going to have to re-inbound with Brody Munger on the side. He passes to Dwight Lewis. He's going to go to work on Cedric Johnson. Lewis with 22 in the ball game. Goes inside. Nice post entry to Poland. Turns to his right shoulder, but he's going to be fouled, I think, from behind by Isaiah Huggins, and that's who they do call it on. It'll be Huggins' third and something to watch. Both teams with 16 fouls. So from here on, both teams will be in the 1-on-1 bonus, and free throw shooting could become big here down the stretch. Julius Poland's going to go to the line. He was 1 for 2 last time he went there. He's got 18 points, looking for 19 and 20, and he's got 19. So 54-50. Poland looking for point number 20 right here, and he hits it. 54-51. Poland with 20. Lewis with 22. Vordermark with 27 for the Yellow Jackets. Sed Johnson brings the ball across half court, passes high on the right to Ryan Sloss. Sloss, the senior, looks to Sam Reynolds. He's going to reverse it to Cedric Johnson. Thinks about a 3-ball. Instead, he's going to go inside to Sloss. Nice move by Sloss. Blocked from behind, but a foul first. Patrick Parrish nearly got that one cleanly, but a nice pass from Johnson, a nice cut and move by Ryan Sloss, and he's going to get to go to the free throw line. His first trip there. Sloss has 3 points on the 3-ball from earlier in the ball game. Looking for points 4 and 5. Ryan's first shot is up and off the side of the rim, no good. He'll have one more. Sloss' second shot is good. He joins Sam Reynolds and Deegan Meyer with 4 points, and the Yellow Jackets lead by 4, 55-51. Julius Poland makes a nice move to split a trap down the right side. No good off the side of the rim. Rebound comes down to Vordermark again. Vordermark quickly up the floor. Jackets with a 5-on-4 break. He's going to look inside for Cedric Johnson. Johnson guarded by 2, kicks it out to Huggins. 3-ball, right side. Got it. Isaiah Huggins with his second 3-ball. Nice pass by Cedric Johnson. Huggins with 6, and the lead is 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Pass inside for Parrish is nearly stolen, but it goes back out to Poland. Poland inside. Nice pass to Brody Munger. Lays it off. Too hard off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Vordermark, and we're going to march all the way to the other end as Vordermark is fouled. Nice turn of events there for the Jackets as the game is getting closer, Jackson. Nice job by the Jackets to get a good kick out to Huggy for 3, and then a nice stop, and we're heading down to the other end for free throws.
Who doesn't love some little free throws?
Vordermark with 27 will march down to the other end, and that is actually the 5th foul on Brody Munger. So he'll sit down for the rest of the ball game. Marquise Coleman checks in for him. This is a 1-and-1. A lot of free throws to be shot here in the last 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Still a long way to go, but the Yellow Jackets in good position, leading by 7. That free throw is no good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Coleman. Coleman hands it off to Dwight Lewis. Lewis working off a high ball screen, kicks it in the left corner. 3-ball, Elijah Carter, no good off the front of the iron. Rebound comes down to Vordermark again. Once again, I don't know exactly how many rebounds he has, but it's got to be a bunch of them. Vordermark passes it off to Cedric Johnson. Johnson start the offense with a pass on the right side to Ryan Sloss. Sloss working on Parrish, gives it to Reynolds. Thinks about a three ball, now takes it. Sam Reynolds off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound, Vordermark again. Blocked by Coleman into the hands of Parrish. And Patrick Parrish gives it to Poland. Poland ahead of the pack. He'll lay it off the glass. Kind of a half dunk. We'll give him credit for a half dunk there. But it's 2 points nonetheless. He ties Lewis with 22 points to lead the Skyhawks. And it's a 5-point game as we go under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Johnson is going to be fouled out top by Dwight Lewis, and that'll be free throws for the Jackets again. Another 1-and-1. As Cedric Johnson will head to the line, the other Yellow Jacket in double figures with 11 points. Substitutions. Number 2, Kalen Bush checks in for number 11, Elisha Carter. And for the Jackets, number 1, Deegan Meyer checks in, and Ryan Sloss takes a break. 58-53, said Johnson, trying to equal his jersey number with his 12th point here. And he does. Johnson's really played a nice floor game tonight, hasn't he?
He's played amazing. I feel like I haven't seen him on the bench once. He's really just been leading his team and giving on assists.
Said Johnson, extended the lead to 6, trying to now make it 7. The Yellow Jackets hit the 60-point mark. And that lead is 7. Johnson with 13. 60-53 is the score. Julius Pullen, It's a high ball screen from Coleman. Tries to go inside, but the ball's going to be stolen by Cedric Johnson. Johnson quickly to Isaiah Huggins. Stops from 18 feet. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound on the backside to Patrick Parrish. Parrish quickly up the floor on the left side to Dwight Lewis. Lewis working on Deegan Meyer. Nice defense by Deegan Meyer. Steal by Cedric Johnson. Great job by Deegan Meyer moving his feet and stopping the break for the Skyhawks.
I feel like he's been everywhere on the defensive front tonight. Just kind of remarkable.
Said Johnson between the circles, gives it on the left side to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds gets a ball screen, and the ball's going to be reversed to Cedric Johnson. Johnson gets a ball screen from Deegan Meyer, looks inside to Meyer. Meyer fakes, gives it to Isaiah Huggins, back to Cedric Johnson. Short off the rim, no good. Rebound by Deegan Meyer, no good. Rebound by Sam Reynolds, no good. As both teams battle for the ball, there's going to be a held ball situation. Ball goes over to the Skyhawks, and the Jackets miss a golden opportunity there. Really ran some great offense, some nice rebounds, and missed 3 bunnies.
We just got to finish that next time. I think we will.
7-point ball game, 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Pulling working on Deegan Meyer. He's going to hand it off to Dwight Lewis. Lewis guarded closely by Cedric Johnson. Going to get a ball screen from Marquise Coleman. Lewis dribbles down the left side, looks across the lane to Coleman. Good job by Ced Johnson jumping in the way. The save attempt by Coleman is no good as his foot was out of bounds, and the Yellow Jackets have it with the lead. (60-53), said Johnson. Will set the offense once again for the Yellow Jackets. It's a ball screen from Isaiah Huggins. Johnson with a hesitation dribble. Looking's going to give it to Sam Reynolds. Reynolds reverses the ball to Camden Vordermark. Cam gives it to Ced Johnson, who has it between the circles. Jackets not in any hurry right here. In firm control, ahead by 7 late in the ball game. Vordermark tries to get around Kalen Bush, but got a hook call there, and offensive foul and turnover that's going to give the ball over to Fairborn. Kalen Bush draws that foul. That foul on Vordermark is his second. And now Fairborn trying to cut into a 7-point lead. Pullen working on Deegan Meyer, nearly stolen by Cedric Johnson. Lewis has it, spin pass out to Pullen. Pullen is now going to kick out. There's a 3-ball in the corner by Lewis, no good. Rebound comes down to Camden Vordermark once again. Vordermark working across half court. Going to be guarded by Parrish. He'll hand it off to Ced Johnson as we are under the halfway point in the 4th quarter. Yellow Jackets holding on to a 7-point lead. That pass by Johnson is going to be stolen by Parrish. Fairborn on the break. Julius Pullen's going to be stolen from behind by Camden Vordermark, who calls a timeout to save the possession for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets with a nice defensive play. 30-second timeout by Coach Willoughby. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Back at the Hive, where the Yellow Jackets lead in the boys game by 7. Just got word that the girls are leading at halftime by 16, but are battling some foul trouble as well. So 60-53, 3:35 to go in the ball game. Fairborn looks like they're going to apply a little bit of zone pressure. Cedric Johnson passes it in the middle of that zone pressure to Cam Vordemark, who gives it to Isaiah Huggins, gets across half court. Back to Cedric Johnson to set up the offense. Johnson passes on the right side to Isaiah Huggins. Huggins guarded closely by Parrish, gives it to Deegan Meyer. There's a back cut. Meyer tries to go over the top, but it's going to be stolen by Dwight Lewis. Lewis quickly across half court, guarded by Vordemark. Dwight Lewis has 22 points, along with Julius Poland. Lewis with a nice pass attempt, but a nice steal by Camden Vordemark. Vordemark is going to bring it across half court. Down the lane, Vordemark to the hole, up and in. Vordemark with 29. Nice steal and bucket by Cam Vordemark. And the Yellow Jackets lead by 9, 62-53. We're under 3 minutes to go. Poland thinks about a 3-ball instead. Stops at 18 feet with a jump pass, but we're going to get a foul, and it's going to be a 1-on-1 situation. Fouls on Vordemark, his 3rd. Team 8th. That'll be a 1-and-1 on the pass attempt. Ryan Sloss checks in for Sam Reynolds. Reynolds has done a really nice job in some of his first varsity action. I think he played a little bit last year. Or actually, you know what? I don't think he did. I think he played a little JV and a lot of freshmen. Yeah, so first varsity action, and Sam's really done a nice job here on the hardwood.
He's a nice 4 points, and I feel like he's just been a big man, about that big man presence out there.
Free throw is missed, and then trying for the rebound, Marquise Coleman's going to foul Cedric Johnson, so we'll march down to the other end, and I believe this is going to be a double bonus now. Fouls on number 42, Marquise Coleman, his 2nd. Ced Johnson, 13 points. He's going to head to the line, where he just made 2 not too long ago. The senior quarterback and point guard, Cedric Johnson, in and out, no good on that free throw. But he gets one more. Cedric Johnson's 2nd free throw is good. That gives him 14. Fairborn with a sideline break. It's cut off by Cedric Johnson. Dwight Lewis working on the right side gives it to Patrick Parrish. Parrish looking for Julius Poland, but he's denied by Deegan Meyer. Now Meyer's going to steal it. Deegan Meyer down the left side, left-handed layup up and in, and the foul. Deegan Meyer with a huge play on the steal, and the exclamation point with the layup, and now a chance for a 3-point play, and that pushes the lead to 12 as the Yellow Jackets can breathe a little easier. Fairborn with a lot of firepower, but boy, that feels a lot better than the way it was a 2- and 4-point game here much of the second half. Nice defensive play by Deegan Meyer. That fouls on Patrick Parrish, his 5th. So Skyhawks now have had 2 players foul out. Deegan Meyer trying for his 7th point of the ball game. We got a lane violation though, and that free throw, although it went in, does not count. So the score will hold at 65-53. 2.5 to go. Julius Poland across half court. And nearly an over and back call. Instead, the Skyhawks will turn it over on a miscommunication on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Jackets in firm command with the ball, up by 12, 2:18 to go. Cedric Johnson working on Dwight Lewis, hands it off to Cam Vordemark. Vordemark back to Johnson. Johnson kicks out Sloss. Wisely brings it out top. Normally we'd want Ryan to shoot that, but with 2 minutes to go, up by 12. Good decision by the senior. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Dwight Lewis, and the Yellow Jackets will have it on the side, under 2 minutes to go.
Vordemark looking for that elusive 30 ball right now, sitting at 29.
We're going to get a timeout. Sidney, 30-second timeout. We'll step away for just a few seconds and be back for the finish of the ball game. Yellow Jackets lead by 12. back at Sidney. Well, Jackson, got to be pleased with the first ball game from a Yellow Jacket perspective, especially missing, 4 key players. Some guys have really stepped up so far.
I think you really couldn't ask for nothing more. I feel like we've all pulled together and just did what we had to do to get the job done. And I feel like a few key players have shined in their own way.
Camden Vordemark, one of those players, has 29 points, looking for 30, but his shot is no good. Rebound comes down to Pullen. He gets it ahead to Lewis, lays it off the glass and in. 10-point lead now for the Yellow Jackets. Lewis with 24 to lead the Skyhawks. Had some really impressive individual performances so far. Isaiah Huggins and Cedric Johnson playing keep away in the backcourt. Now Huggins gets across to the front court, but the ball is tipped into the hands of Poland. Yellow Jackets with a turnover. Ball goes on the right side to Lewis. Back to Poland. 3-ball, left wing, no good off the front of the iron. Nice rebound by Isaiah Huggins, and he goes down to the floor. That's going to be a travel. Had to be a travel or a foul. Official says that it's a travel, so 1:13 to go in the ball game. Fairborn down by 10, but inbounding underneath their own basket. Poland looking probably for Dwight Lewis. But first we're looking for a towel. You got to give it to Fairborn too, Jackson. A team that only won a game last year. I saw one of the Fairborn games last year, and a much improved team. They're going to be dangerous.
I think they will. I mean, they're playing a really good Sidney team this year. I feel like they're a good team in their own right, but just Sidney's just a different breed this year. Come with a different mentality. We want to win the whole thing.
Dwight Lewis stops for 3-ball. No good. Rebound comes down to Deacon Meyer. He'll hand it off to Ryan Sloss. Sloss. He's going to give it back to Cedric Johnson, the point guard. Under a minute to go, 10-point lead. Jackets firmly in control. Cam Vordemark will bring it across half court. He's guarded closely by Kalen Bush as Fairborn looking to trap now and get the ball out of the hands of the Yellow Jackets. There's going to be a foul on Dwight Lewis. It's going to send one of the better shooters for the Yellow Jackets, Ryan Sloss, to the line. Sloss 1 for 2 from the line so far. He has 4 points, including a 3-pointer in the first half. But Sloss looking for points number 5 and 6 here. He will shoot 2 in the double bonus. First free throw is good. That gives him 5. It makes the lead 11 at 66-55. Second free throw, also good. So Ryan Sloss joins Deegan Meyer with 6 points and Isaiah Huggins with 6 points. The lead is 12. Dwight Lewis with a crossover on Ced Johnson, but guarded closely by Johnson. Runner by Lewis off the backboard, no good. Ball's tipped by Cedric Johnson, and he chases it down himself. Cedric Johnson weaves in and out of Fairborn defenders, and we're under 30 seconds to go as the Yellow Jackets look to run out the clock. Ryan Sloss looking for Cedric Johnson. He's going to be fouled. So Ced Johnson with 14 points is going to go to the line looking for 15 and 16. And it looks like the Yellow Jackets have put the proverbial nail in the coffin, Jackson.
I think that's safe to say.
It's going to be another foul out for Fairborn as number 23, Cole Spencer, picks up his 5th foul. He'll be replaced by Elijah Carter, number 11.
What is that, their 3rd foul out of the game today?
Yeah.
That's something crazy.
3 of their interior players, too. Tells you that the Jackets have been attacking the hole and doing a nice job there. Free throw by Ced Johnson's no good. There's one thing the Yellow Jackets could clean up. It's right here at the free throw line.
I think that just comes with more shots in time. It's the first game of the year, just getting a little jitters out, but we'll get better as the year goes on, without a doubt. Agreed.
Johnson's second free throw is good. He's got 15, and the lead is 13. Elijah Carter driving on Camden Vordemark. It's going to be stolen by Vordemark, but not before a foul. Fouls on Cam Vordemark, his 4th. And that's going to send Elijah Carter to the line. Elijah has not scored yet. It's a 19 foul for the Jackets. So that'll be a 1-and-1. Oh, no, I'm sorry, they called 2 foul. Now we're going to get that corrected.
There it went, 1 of 1.
So correction, 1-1. Elijah Carter looking for the first free throw, hoping to make it so it doesn't matter whether it was a 1-1 or 2 shots. But he misses it. Rebound comes down to Vordermark. Did they decide on 2? Sorry, I looked away for just a second.
He threw up 1-1, but I guess now it is 2-2.
I guess 1-1 makes 2. Carter's second shot is also no good off the back of the iron. Rebound comes down to Marquise Coleman. He kicks it back out. Now there's a 3 ball by Elijah Carter. Good. So doesn't want the free throws. Instead he wants the 3-pointer. He gets it. And the Yellow Jackets are going to wind down the last couple of seconds here. 68-58 is going to be your final. Yellow Jackets win by 10. Jackson, your final thoughts?
That's an amazing game right there. Great way to finish it. Win by 10, you can't ask for nothing better.
So, unlike normal, teams are not able to shake hands, so they just exchange pleasantries as they head to their respective locker rooms. The Yellow Jackets are going to move to 1-0 with a 68-58 win. Fairborn falls to 0-1. Yellow Jackets back in action on Friday. We hope to bring that game to you. That game is home right here. Our plan is to bring as many home games as we possibly can between the varsity and varsity boys and varsity girls, as well as some of our JV and freshman ball games when we can as well. And we'll also live stream the wrestling meet right here in this gym on Saturday. Looking at some final scoring stats for the ball game. Fairborn led in scoring by Dwight Lewis, number 3. He had 24 points. Julius Pullen had 22. Kalen Bush had a 3 ball for 3 points. Elijah Carter likewise 3 ball for 3 points. Patrick Parrish, Darius Davis Jr., and Marquise Coleman all with 2 points each. For the Yellow Jackets, led in scoring by Camden Vordermark, a career-high 29 points. Cedric Johnson also in double figures with 15. Then the Yellow Jackets got big contributions from Deegan Meyer, Ryan Sloss, and Isaiah Huggins with 6 points each. Sam Reynolds with 4, and Landon Davis with 2. Yellow Jackets win 68-58. Once again, this is Greg Snyder from SHS TV Productions. Thanks to Jackson Pettit, my color man, Luke Bemis, my cameraman. We'll be back on Friday. Everybody, be safe and stay healthy.
Thank you and good night.